So I am learning how to trust my intuition because last night I woke up and I literally thought to myself, it was like a random wake up too, and it was a strong wake up. And I thought to myself, I should use the restroom before my brother has to get up and use the restroom. And I was like, oh, that's fine. I'll just like snooze for a little bit longer. And then not even like 5 minutes later, I hear him go in there and I was like, well, now that's going to be an extra 30 minutes. And even when my dad number two came home, like moments before, I was like, I'm gonna go out there, and right before, and then he came home and I was like, why aren't I not just paying attention and listening to my initial wants? Like, I'm hearing my wants now, which took at least probably all of last year to like really identify what that even sounded like. And so I'm learning what my wants sound like, which is really good. And now I'm starting to feel when they happen a lot quicker. It's just the trepidation of hearing it and then doing something right away and not overthinking it. And as a Libra rising and a Libra sun, I tend to think about every possibility before I do something. And I really, really want to lean more into the idea of doing it right when I feel it. But the thing about that is, it's like, where do you even start? Like, my moon is in Capricorn. So I almost feel like there is a need for more fiery energy. Like, the person who gets me the most juiced is one of my best friends who is a Leo. And whenever I'm around a Leo, I'm just like, let's go. Like, let's do it. We're not going to think about it. We're just going to do it. And so I'm kind of like, how do I integrate that in my life without leaning on another external person or an external, you know what I mean? Like, how do I tap into fiery energy without those fiery people? Because yes, it's amazing when I'm around these people. I feel like I can conquer the world. But I know that I'm not always going to be around people. And so the question is, how do I do that solo? Because I can't like carry a candle in my pocket. I guess I could, but you know what I mean? So I really, really want to lean into that energy and maybe be a little bit less afraid, a little less overthinky of when something really, really calls to me and I hear it clearly. And I guess I thought that my intuition was going to come out so much more from this feeling of like, oh, like, don't do that. Like, that's going to be a bad decision, or like you could hurt yourself, or yada, yada, yada. So I thought it was going to be a lot louder in those types of positions. But I guess the pre warnings or like the pre thoughts are happening now to kind of teach me, you know, more about like what my intuition sounds like, and then just trying to just trust it without that overthinking. So, and probably even like studying the energy of fire is going to be really good for me. I've been very into the energy of water, with just like listening to Jhadina's messages at Conversations with Jay. But listen to Jhadina's messages on like studying of water and letting things flow, and how water doesn't try to contain itself. Water just allows it to be. And in a way, fire is a lot of that as well. So I really feel like navigating that feeling of fire and studying it and really, really learning to be confident about fire is really going to be helpful for me. But if you have any tips, if you're a fire sign and you have tips on like what it is like to hear something or feel something and then go for it, please let me know. Please let me know. I'm interested. I'm into this study. So yeah, I'm sure when I come back to this message in a year or so and, you know, reflect on all the ways that I have been leaning into that energy, but curiosity is the first step. Curiosity is the first step.